And like Max Kellerman said, if Crawford gets this done, which he did, this cements him as an all-time great. Because he has people on his resume who are great, but nobody comes to the status of Canelo when it comes to Crawford's resume, and he just got it done. Hey, what's up, guys? We're back with another one, and today we're going to be discussing Canelo versus Crawford. A bit of a different, I know we're typically MMA or pretty much all MMA, except this is a different type of situation. We had Canelo Alvarez versus Terence Bud Crawford, a mega fight. We really don't get these good fights in boxing, but Sam and I, we do enjoy boxing a little bit, me more than Sam, but we hung out, we watched it, so we're going to kind of give our first reaction to this fight. It was kind of a banger. I'm not mad at it. I was, of course, rooting for Canelo. Look at my skin. Breaking news, shocking. But I'm a big fan of Terence, so I was like, hey, whichever way it goes, let's see what happens. I'm not mad either way. So I even told you, Sam, I was like, normally, like, every time Canelo fights somebody, I'm anxious because I'm like, oh, man, I really want Canelo to win. This time, since I'm such a fan of Crawford and his fighting style, kind of what he's done in the last couple fights, what he did last August, what he did against Earl Spence, I was like, okay, cool. If he wins, it's even greater because this will help define his legacy. Kind of, I know you're not super into boxing, but what did you see from the fight? Did you like it at least?
It's crazy. I haven't seen a boxing fight in so long where it's like no grappling. Wow. No wrestling. No crotch sniffing. Oh! But I enjoyed it for what it was. It was fun to watch. It's kind of one-sided for like the first 5 rounds. I was like, damn, this dude is fast. He's quick. Yeah. Like he is not stopping anytime soon. Like, and then finally at the end, it was like the coach told him for Canelo, like, all right, you gotta just go all out, man. Yeah. Just give it your best, and that's when I noticed Canelo's fire really came out. Yeah. But it's just he's so quick, man. 37 years old, and he's that fast. Yeah. Oh my god.
And it's cool. That's one of the things that people were talking about when the fight was leading up. It's like Crawford's older. He's coming up like 4 or 5 weight classes. Boxing there's like a weight class every 2 divisions. So it was even maybe more than 5 divisions. And they were saying he's older. He's never fought somebody with that punching power from that. He's never fought someone that heavy. This dude showed everybody wrong. He came in. He was dominant. He set the pace from square one. At the beginning of the round, I'm like, okay, they're testing each other out. Crawford wins. Progressively started to build and build. I felt that confidence. By the end of round 4, he was starting to smile and grin. I'm like, okay, maybe he'll die down once, they get a little bit more tired. Canelo picks it up. Canelo was never really able to kind of put pieces together.
The whole time I was like, he's not going to knock him out. There's no way. He's moving every time around him. It's like one punch and he just
quick. It was good to see that. It was like the elite of the elite. That's why I can appreciate these fights, and that's why we had to make a video, because like with boxing, we don't really get these fights too often. UFC, it's like the best is always fighting the best. With boxing, there's too many branches.
Fighting Ngannou.
Ngannou versus
Fury.
Like, come on, what are we doing here, bro? But right here was the elite of the elite. We got to see kind of showcase people's abilities, and Max Kellerman made a point. He's like, hey, it depends what's going to happen here. This is going to dictate a lot, because if Crawford wins, they say there's really nobody great on his resume up to Canelo's standard. He's basically going to take all of Canelo's, like, not wins. He's not going to take him away, but he's like, hey, officially all time, people are going to rank him over Canelo. I kind of have to agree with it. And it sucks to say, and it sucks for Canelo, because Canelo has almost 1/3 of his fights. Canelo has like 65 fights or 63. Crawford is 40. This is his 42nd fight. So for him to do that in less fights, and he's beat Canelo. You could argue that Canelo has more wins over more names overall throughout his catalog. But nevertheless, Crawford got done against Canelo, 2 years a younger fighter. It was just a beautiful fight to see.
The losses that Canelo got aren't really like bad losses. I mean, he lost to Floyd, lost to Bivol, and now he lost to Crawford. That's not a bad list. No. So I hope people don't call him a bum or anything. The instant reactions.
Yeah, those are just trolls though. Anyone who's like, hey, I want voting for Crawford, Canelo's a bum, he's washed. Obviously not. People who are like non-biased and they're like, hey, this is for what it is. The absolute best versus the absolute best, someone has to lose, right? And if Crawford lost, I would say the same thing. I'm kind of happy though, in a way. Like, I was rooting for Canelo. Obviously, I told you I expressed my gratitude for Crawford, but I'm happy Crawford win, because Crawford he's undefeated, and he's still undefeated.
Dude, that opening, I honestly thought, I was like, oh, Canelo's starting first.
Oh yeah, and he's trolling a little bit.
What the heck? What's going on here?
Yeah, I'm excited to see kind of what happens next for both of them. Canelo said at the end, Max Kellerman was like, hey, you want a rematch? And he was like, no. He basically said, he didn't say no. He's like, hey, I'm happy with what I'm done. This didn't define me. You can tell he learned a lot from the losses in his career. He's like, I still have so much money. I'm still the cash cow in boxing. I'm still the biggest name. So I've cemented my legacy. I'm okay if I lose to somebody who's an all-time great like him, which I think you see the growth because he's like, bro, he's 35. He's been fighting professionally since he was like 17 or something insane like that.
I mean, he's still got, what he said, 2 more fights, 2 more years,
Two
basically.
more years, which is basically 2 more fights.
And hey, get your money, man.
Yeah.
Get some of the biggest names out there. Hey, go to heavyweight. No way.
Wow. Okay, guys, well, that's pretty much going to do it for this one. My name is Angel. That's Sam. If you like what you saw, drop a like. If you hated it, please give us some hate in the comments. We got a couple of y'all in there, and we do appreciate you guys. We'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.